Okay. I'm waiting for it to show up on the YouTube. Let's see if it will let me go live again. And it is. So I'm going to get the chat pulled up, and hopefully I'm muted so you don't hear this. I am. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Let me pull the camera down a little bit lower and see if that will help. Hi, TJ. I'm so glad you're here. Let me do the pop-out chat, and for some reason my stream just buffered again. So it's buffering really bad here. I'll make sure that you can see the stream here, or what I'm working on anyway. Let me get on live chat. Thank you for being here like immediately, TJ. Mike Earl, it is crafting time. And I'm coming to the end of the line with this beautiful book that I have finally made all of the embellishments for that go on the top, that go on the book, as you can see. And it's not buffering on my end. It did for a quick minute on mine. So now that I've made all the parts, I'm going to go ahead and color this part right here before I glue it on. I'm so glad you're here. And I want to go ahead and get this done and over with because I've been working on it for quite a while. This is the book that I've made. This is the inside book cover, and these are the pages. This is the back cover. I have another page to put in back here and some others to put in on the inside so she can write in here. And Mike, welcome. Glad to see you. I've been working all day to try to get to the end of this live stream here. And I'm going to do a magnetic closure with a teeny tiny magnet here. Karen, I'm here. I love the thumbnail. By the way, I haven't made a thumbnail yet. It was, they just put up, since I didn't have any content going on my live yet, they just put up my banner of Dream Walking Angel. I'm going to move this book aside so I don't damage it in any way. Yes, TJ has been here from the beginning of me starting this book. Now today I made this hand and the fingers and this hinged part right here. I'm going to try to put some screws in it, I think, or maybe just some E6000 on it. But I've got to attach it to this part, and see, I'm getting the camera so you can see it. I tweeted it out for you, sister. Thank you, TJ. That is very awesome. Thank you. If you guys don't mind, hit the thumbs up button. I really feel like I'm asking a whole lot when I say that, but I've been working all day on getting this book done. This part's going to go over the eye. This part's going to go on the pages. And this part with the hand goes on the back cover of the book. And I baked it at, I think it was 250 or 260. I'm trying to remember. But I baked it for about 30 minutes, and it's now hard as a rock. And I've got this glossy dimension. I'm going to move everything aside because I don't want any of the silver stuff on it. That's what made these things silver, is this. Rebecca, I'm coming up to the finishing ends of this book. Welcome. Hey, this is going to go on the back of the book, and this is going to cover the pages. It looks like a belt, and this is going to be on the top around the eye. And I've got these tiny little magnets so I can make a magnetic closure. So keep your fingers crossed I can finish it. I've been live streaming all day and I'm really tired. Yay, you came back, Judy Bond. I said I'd come back. and I've had a bunch of phone calls. I thought I was going to hang up and come right back, but I've dealt with a couple of things and some phone calls too. So, yes, I did come back. And if you guys wouldn't mind to share this to your social medias to let more people know that I'm coming in. What this medium is called is a silver agent, and it's a modeling paste, but it's real shiny. It's very silvery. And when you rub it on something where I made textures in it, um, when you rub it on, it picks up all the detail. If you just rub it real light like this, you can see like that. It's just a modeling paste. Hi, Lisa. I am determined to finish this book today so I can get in at least one Halloween craft this year before I start doing my Christmas and my fall and Christmas stuff. You know, if I was a smart YouTuber, I'd already be making videos for what's coming out in the spring. Thank you, Karen, for sharing it out in the group. I am so technically challenged at this point. I need all the help I can get. So I'm just taking this modeling paste, and with my finger, I'm rubbing over all the textures that I made right here so that it will match up with the rest that I have made. So you can see it looks very mottled, if that's a word, M-O-T-T-L-E-D. Not M-O-D-E-L-E-D. It's M-O-T-T-L-E-D. But I don't want it silver all over. I just wanted it to hit the highlights. And I want it to hit that hinge right there and kind of change the color so it matches everything else. Laura, welcome back. Hi, everyone. I hope you've stopped by the like button on the way through the door. Did you put them in the oven or something to make it hard? I did, Laura, and it's very hard now. It's polymer clay. It's not bendable. I've baked it, and now I'm just embellishing it with a silver modeling paste that the Barnyard Chicken will be glad to know that I bought it Tuesday morning. I do get some things there. Ha! And I got this. I'm sure you've seen it lots of times. Thank you, Laura. I'm going to use E6000 to attach them to the cover, and I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue so it'll hold it down until it dries. And I'm going to let it dry overnight. I'm going to give it a good 24 hours. Look, this is modeling paste, and it feels kind of like toothpaste, you guys, but it has more of a sticky effect on it as well. And I don't want to use a whole lot of silver. DZ, someone in here is a crafty genius. Her initials are NW. Someone in here shows up at the right time and says the right things. I'm finishing up the book tonight, DZ. Welcome. I'm glad to see you. I'm so glad to see you. I hope you're doing well. So this is the little hand that I made. I don't want to put on too much silver because I'm not trying to make him look like the Tin Man on the Wizard of Oz. I just wanted to see the dimension that I had made on it. Gigi, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here. I don't know how long this is going to take. I did almost an 8-hour live stream today, so I'm kind of tired, but YouTube is my job and crafting is my business now, and I'm taking it full time. I'm taking it very seriously. I've got a lot of plans for the future. I'm tired, Gigi. To be honest with you, I sat here for 8 hours today. I had a very happy, productive day. I spent it with a lot of wonderful friends, and they just made me feel so good. We laughed and they talked and they got silly, and and thank you for everybody here. Are you okay, Rebecca? I hope you're doing okay. You had your hair appointment got canceled. You may get dolled up on Saturday. I haven't been dolled up and I don't know when, but I sure need to. This chick needs to go out and show herself a good time. Happy Halloween to all. It will be Halloween in about 3 more hours here. So I'm sure this is just riveting for you, watching me rub this over the clay hand. Largadilly, doll it up. I want to go over this a bit and see if I can make it a little more silver than what it is now, if it'll let me. The first doctor's appointment was at 6:30 a.m. this morning, and then we didn't get back home until noon and then started homeschool work. 6:30 a.m. in the morning. What doctor practices at that hour? He's got to be off of his gourd, or she. Thank you for coming to see me, DZ. It's been a while since I've seen you around, and I hope Las Vegas is treating you well. There's going to be some epic live streams happening tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be up tomorrow. I plan to be up tomorrow and doing some Halloween crafting on my channel. Lewis Fuller, I'm doing well, and I hope you are, and welcome to my stream, and thank you for being here soon, sir. I'm doing the finishing up parts. This is one corner of the book, Hocus Pocus book, that I've been doing. Kells fam, welcome back. Thank you. I've got 11 people in the chat. I hope 13 now. Thank you so much. It keeps going up and up. I hope that you guys are going to hang out with bated breath to watch me do the finishing touches and put this book together tonight. I might stream on the way to where I'm going tomorrow. I'm not sure how the phone will handle it. It's a 3-hour drive. I hope I'm able to see it. I'm here watching and drawing. I procreate. up to 3 inches tomorrow. Oh, you're getting your first snowfall tomorrow. I don't get snowfall down here very much in Georgia, and I used to when I grew up in the mountains of Kentucky when I was just a little bitty girl. But I used to get a lot down there, but I live down in Georgia now, and it's calling for possible snow. Whew. This girl is tired. So glad we don't get a lot of snow usually. Well, I remember I was living in North Carolina, and I think it was 1990. It was 90 something. There was an epic snowfall with ice on top of that, and then ice on top of that. And I think it was 96 or 97, but I could be wrong because I don't remember. I just remember it was horrible deep snow. And then there was an ice storm and powers were out for weeks. I get no snow ever, but I'm in Florida. That's the reason you're in Florida. You don't want to deal with the snow. But I had snow growing up. I just don't miss it now. I hope you guys have a good time tomorrow, Rebecca. Thank you for coming to see me, honey. Okay. I'm going to put these pieces down, and I'm going to get Eagle Eye Vlogs. Hi. I took Friday off so I can stay up late on the wild streets of Vegas on Halloween. I'm kind of jealous. That sounds fun. That sounds almost like Mardi Gras. In 1970, there was froze over half the state. Wow. We had a bad blizzard back in 76. We had to go get outside in the house. Yeah, it snowed last year in Tallahassee, Florida. I remember hearing about that. Kels, welcome back to the stream. Hi. I don't have my camera sit anywhere at all where I like it. I'm going to raise it up a little bit and see if I can do this bit and see if it's better. Nope, that's too high. If you guys would bear with me a minute while I adjust my camera. See if this is better. I'm putting this stuff up now. We had that in 2001, Alicia. Had miles and miles of tractor trailers stuck on I-85. That's true. And Georgia was the laughing stock of the world. But Stony, hi. So glad to see you back. I'm going to finish this book up. It's the last thing I do. And I get to send a message to ask somebody if they can come and visit. So I made my live stream. When I lived in Jersey, I was a blizzard of 93. That sounds about it. It shall be a blast, Alicia, but it's turned cold here, clear and 50. The costumes should be out in full force. Oh, yes. I want to start making some cosplay costumes, and one of the costumes I have in mind now is Maleficent. I would like to make that whole get-up. But I've had people that said that they were interested in me doing Book of Shadows and spell books and haunted books and journals. So I may be doing that too. I was going to go live immediately after I ended my last live stream, but I had a couple of phone calls to deal with, and I was trying to clean off this area too. So let me figure out what I want to do. First of all, I want to get comfortable in this chair because I feel like I'm sliding out on my knees. Stony should be 30 tonight. I love it. 30? Stay warm, DZ. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to do is put this on the book. And this goes on this part of the book right here. So I'm going to use E6000 on the back. And I'm also going to use a little hot glue to hold it down because the E6000 is going to take 24 hours to set up and be solid. So I've got it right here. This is what I'm talking about, a special kind of glue. I'm in Central Cali. It's usually very warm here. Stony, can you see if Benny is back yet with her children? It's 41 out. I'm dying. So here goes the first bit of glue, y'all, on everything that I worked hard for. And I'm going to take a drop or two of hot glue and put it in places where, just to secure it down. Might have been a bad idea, but I've seen other people do it. Don't want to mix glue with glue because it might not work, but gotta definitely get that off of there. And the snake goes at the bottom, Alicia. Snake goes at the bottom. Scoot this over right here and hold it. I just need a Dreamwalking Angel video to stay warm. I don't ask much. DZ, I was on for 8 hours today. And I was very cold over here because I didn't get to see you. Meow, meow, meow. Kelly Skaggs is here. Whoa! I know they're calling for snow sometime this week. The weather here is very bipolar and changes throughout the day. That's the way it is here in Georgia. They say if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes, it'll change. Now, so I've got the first part on this book, and the glue is setting up. Now, I've got these tiny little magnets, and I'm going to leave them together just like this. And I want you to see this is how this is going to go on top of the book. Just like this. And so I'm going to put the magnet where I want it. And I believe hot glue would be the best for this one. I'm going to put it right in the middle before that glue dries. And hold it just like that. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Watch a stream of remodeling home and couple both have on coats and scarves and hats and gloves. If you guys wouldn't mind to share this out to your Facebook groups and stuff, and let's get more people in here. I've got 20 in here now. I would like it if everybody would put up thumbs up for me and help me grow my channel at this point. It would be wonderful to have monetization. So I've been working for quite a while to make this epic book, and I've made some amazing friends in this journey as well. I don't see Laura at all. I was getting confused for a second. Laura Goodilly, do you see Laura? Yep, Alicia, North Carolina, only state you can have all 4 seasons in one day. It's not the only state. But it's one of them. You don't see Laura? I see Laura. YouTube's doing it again. That happened in HSFL's live stream not long ago. It's YouTube being really evil. You're right. I'm going to give it the evil eye. How about that? I don't know what to do, Rebecca. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. I wasn't looking at the chat. I'm trying to get this hand placement on the back of the book. I'm so sorry, Rebecca. I know, but I would like to solve the problem. And I don't know exactly what to do. I can see her just fine. Well, I know you guys are talking to a person. Oh, you shared for me again, but I had, thank you, Karen. I had 20 people in here at one point. And now I don't. But thank you to the ones that stayed. Angel Max, hello. I'm working on the finishing touches of this book right here. And I'm hoping that she'll be happy with it when I'm done. And she said that she wanted these bits here and here. Chris White, hi. Let me know if you and Mel want one, okay? I'd be happy to make another one. I don't know why I call her Mel. There's another person on here called Mel. Nero Trigger, thank you for being here. I'm about to glue these parts on the back of the book and shared on Facebook and messaged whole contact list. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys for sharing it out. I've got 18 people in here. Nero Trigger, hello. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming to see me. I'm doing the Hocus Pocus spell book from the movie. And I've been working on it for a couple of weeks. I'm going to put some hot glue on here just to hold it down while the E6000 dries. The E6000 takes about 24 hours to set up. And so I've got a minute or two to place this. Everybody hit the thumbs up button, please. I'm going to place this down before that hot glue goes anywhere. Looks like it might be a little bit late, but I'm going to try to get that out of there before it sets up. Please help me. Hi. Hi, Brandy. I'm trying to finish this book up before I go to bed. Good luck to me. This E6000 glue is going to... Brandy is my daughter, Karen, if you weren't here earlier. I just heard from our Katie Bug earlier. She sent me some pictures that she'd had her hair colored, and she looks amazing. And she's excited for Halloween. So I did not want the hot glue on there, so I'm digging it out with a needle. So I do not want that to show or to be there at all whatsoever. Thank you for seeing me that I was on live. You must have, did you get a notification, Brandy? I smashed that thumbs up button when I walked in. You were raised right, Rebecca. Thank you. And for everybody that doesn't know, Brandolyn is my oldest daughter, and she's been coming to my live streams lately, and I'm thrilled to have her. And everybody's made her welcome so far, and she likes to watch her mama craft instead of from a different angle, from the side of a table somewhere. She's seeing straight on what I'm looking at because of the camera angle, which is cool. Yep, Judy, that's why they do it right away. Me too, Rebecca, or I'll forget till it's mentioned again. Well, that's totally me. I do not want any of this glue peeking out or showing underneath here, so that's what I'm fiddling with, y'all. I was already on YouTube trying to cram more info into my brain and saw it. Mama's alive! If you hit the little bells, sometimes YouTube's in a good mood and it will let you know with a notification. It all depends. And I'm trying to create enough content so that I can get monetized some sweet day. And boy, will I have a prize package to give away when that happens. I sure will. I've put a lot of hard work into that book, but I put a lot of hard work into anything that I ever made. I give it my all. Brandolyn, you're a good spawn. Alicia's nice work. Yes. She's my oldest daughter, DZ. I have 3 beautiful daughters, adults, and I have a grown-up son. I have no babies at home. My children are grown. Free as the wind. K-Dog McKee. Renee Ray. That spell book looks amazing. Great job. Thank you. This is the back of it. I want you to know K-Dog's a good dude too. K-Dog was there in my live stream the night that my glue gun blew up. And he hit me up with a PayPal, and I went out and got a new glue gun the next day and glue sticks to go in them. K-Dog's a good dude. I hope you're doing well, K-Dog. I know you've been through a rough patch. Yep, Brandy's a good egg from a good egg. Yes, she is. She tries so hard. She does the best she can with her life, and I'm proud of her. As a matter of fact, this is what I'm using at the moment. Is something he bought me, and it happened a year ago. The one that I had blew up and caught on fire in a live stream, Karen. That was hilarious. That was last year. I nearly burnt my little craft room down. And I went out the next morning and solved my little problem. This one's better than the one I had because it has a high-low temperature on it, and the other one was just, it was very old. It had been loved and used a lot. Hot glue is hot, babies, not cold. I just burned myself. 1. How many minutes do you need? Mr. Jim! Your spell book looks freaking amazing. I have been working on it. I'm so proud to have you here, Em. I have been working on it for a couple of weeks. I made skin. I sewed the skin together. I've made the hinges and the locks and everything. Is a gem. It's a great movie. This is from the Hocus Pocus book. This is from the Hocus Pocus movie. This is the spell book from the movie. Also, I put the first page in it. Em has not been here to see it before, so you guys bear with me. I put the first page in it that's in the movie, and these papers are pages that I folded and then I sewed them. I hand sewed them together with needle and thread, and I made signatures. Then I sewed the signatures into this book by hand. And it's got fabric on the back cover. And this was once a hardback Reader's Digest book. I hand sewed. I did a book binding technique, but I've made every single thing in this book, including these objects. I have made polymer clay. I used this stuff. You probably know what it is. I used this stuff and I made all these embellishments that go on the book. I also used, let me show you. I went to a store called the Dollar Tree, and I'm sure you have them in Oregon too. And I bought a package of these ping pong balls, and I cut them in half, and I filled them up with glue. And then I hand painted the eye myself, and then I hand painted the eye, and then I colored it. I covered it. I'm so tired I can't talk. I covered it with triple thick and made it look like resin on top. It's a very glassy feel. And I used paper towels and glue, and I made the textured things, and then I rolled the paper towels and made these two things, and between these two things I put bloods, and this is just twine that I also bought at the Dollar Tree, and I used a big needle like that, and I used a tool called an awl, and I poked holes in the book, and I sewed this twine over and over. And I've been working on it for two weeks. And Christine and Son Ghost Squad bought it, and I've got 2 more orders, and neither one of them are going to be able to pay for them right now, I don't think. And I'm going to go on to making some epic Halloween stuff tomorrow. I missed the whole month of Halloween stuff, but is truly talented too. She does some beautiful wire wrapping. I do too. I haven't shown everything that I do on my YouTube channel. That would be you. You just showed up. I have been on the phone all evening. I promised I was going to go live again. But Christine, big drum roll. I've got this on the front. I've got this across the pages. And I've got the hand and the snake on the back. Let's see if I can raise this up a little bit so you can see it better. So this is what I've put on the back per her request. According to the movie, it goes on the front, but she was so sweet. She didn't want to cover up all the hand work that I had done. And so I put it on the back at her request, and she's going to use it for a journal. And I'm still waiting for the glue to kick in. I put E6000 on it, and it's going to take 24 hours for that to set up. And this little snake head does not want to stay down. It wants to be raised just a little bit. And I don't think I want that. I'm going to try. That's not going to work for me. Get off of there. Get off of there. Yay. So I made these things with polymer clay, and I made them with my hands, and I shaped them out myself. And this is the hand I made to go on the back with the fingers and everything. And I used modeling paste to make it silver. I have literally watched Hocus Pocus at least 10 times this month. I can make you one. Helen Lewis. Wow. I'm so glad to have you in my stream. I'm really flabbergasted because I've been watching you for a couple of years. So I'm getting, wow. I'm thrilled to have you. Welcome. So I made this Hocus Pocus book and I've been working on it for a couple of weeks. And I made the signatures. And I put this paper in it. And if you want one, message me on Facebook Messenger. I can definitely make one for you and Jay. I'm sorry, I'm so tired. I'm talking silly at this point. But I've got a surprise, Christine. I put a magnet on the bottom, so this will open and close with a magnetic closure. And I'm going to put a dab of glue on it. Close it quickly before the glue dries. And hold it right there. How much do I charge for books like that? They start at $50 and they go up from there. Yep, it's not going to work. I'm going to have the E6000. It's not going to attach to the polymer clay. Helen, I've been watching you for a couple of years, and for you to come to my stream, I am just flattered because you are such a talented crafter and you're my kind of lady. I mean, it's just a wow moment for me. Thank you for coming to see me. Yes, I need the E6000. It's not going to stay closed without the E6000, but I have it in my hand, so I'm using it. I think I flipped the magnet off here. Okay. I'm trying to get it to stay. I keep pushing it and it keeps falling off, but that's been part of my dilemma. Yep, it's coming right off. I don't even know what else to say at this point. They start at $50. They're a lot of work, especially when it goes to the seam binding, the book binding. I don't know why I said seam binding. I did an 8-hour live stream earlier today, and so that hand on the back is wicked cool. I'm going to put some more E6000 on it and just leave it right there, and hopefully it will work. I'm in awe of your work also. I feel like I'm all over the board with crafting. I am as well, and I'm not limited to what you see on any one given day, but I've been working on this for quite a while. $50 is so cheap. That's why I said it starts for $50. And this is my first very advanced one. I've made a couple before and they were really simple and they did not have all this work in it. And they start at $50. They do go up to like $75 or more depending on what all you want in it. I think it's too cheap too now that I spent all this time in it. But I'm a woman of my word and I don't go back. And I learned so much from doing this. What about cutting Velcro to fit? That might be better. I don't have to cut it. I've got some teeny tiny Velcro right here. Mel Godoy, that is so cool. Yeah, I got it finished, Mel. I got this to go around the pages, and I've got hinges in it. I've got actual little book hinges like this. I've got these. Mystic just finished a southern version of Eggs Benedict. Well, I hope it was wonderful. I'm sure it was, since it was southern. Renee Ray, maybe add a bigger magnet. I can't add a bigger magnet because the width of the buckle here that goes around the eye is narrow. I'm totally in love with it. It is so amazing. I'd be happy to do another. The 2 orders that I got, I'm not sure they can afford them at this time. I'm not sure. And that is okay because life comes up. Hot glue to hold quickly, and then 6,000 for permanent hold. I did both. Add a heavy item to add BBN pressure. Thank you, Helen. I did that with these bits right here that I made. I did the E6000 and the hot glue to hold it. You are always go above and beyond for everyone, Alicia. Well, I'm a person of integrity, though. I do stick to my word. If I say I'm going to do something, I do it. But I have learned a lot from making this book. And I won't go this low again, but I'm very, very satisfied. This lady has challenged me to do something that I never did before, and I just looked at a picture and I did it. Turn it over. My nephew wants to see the front of the book. This, I want you to see the wrinkled skin technique here, and I want you to see between the lines here, I put red so it looks like it's bleeding, and it looks like I sewed skin together, and I hand painted the eye, and this is the lock that comes over top of the eye. Pammy, welcome back. This is what it looks like up close. It looks like a skin covered book, but I'm not done yet because the side of the book has fingers on it. And I made the fingers with air dry clay, and I painted them this evening. And so I'm going to put, because this is air dry clay, I think that hot glue would work on them. What do you think, Miss Helen? Thank you, Karen. But I've got all of these fingers to be on the side of the book. I did this out of air dry clay, but the other embellishments are done with polymer clay. And this is just like in the movie, the fingers on the movie. Is Boomer here? Just popping in to say, hey, have a great evening. Much love. Keep it real. Thank you for running through the house, Boomer. You're welcome to stay. Christina, what do you think about the fingers on the side of the book? That's the way it was in the movie. Boomer, you are welcome to stay. Welcome back, Pammy. Hot glue should work well. For the air dry clay, I thought so too, but I wanted a professional second opinion. I'm going to start with the middle one because I'm old school and I went to typing class. So I'm going to put hot glue on the actual item. I'm going to put it in the middle. Right there. I've been lurking, but I need to get some more sleep. I understand. I don't feel good half the time. I'm so glad to see you here. I'm putting fingers on the book. I'm evenly placing them. I made them red, and I'll show you on the next one. On the bottom end here, if you look at it, it's kind of reddish and black because it's been chopped off. Boomer, I do hope you have a great night's sleep, and I'll see you later. Thank you so much for coming by. I wish you could stay. Okay, thank you, Boomer. I'm trying to get this book finished. I've worked so hard on it for so long. She deserves to be owning it. She's not fussed at me, not one time. Eagle Eye, welcome back. I hope you have a good night's sleep, Boomer. Thank you for being here. I'm so happy you've came over, Helen. You've been a creator that I've subscribed to for years now. And thank you for coming to one of my streams one day. I would have never dreamed it. Not in my wildest dreams that I'd be a creator and you come see me. And Boomer, I miss you and I'm glad you're here. I miss seeing you around. And thank you for making the time to stop in, though, too. I'm going to have to look through my little things of Velcro here and see if I've got one small enough. I know I ordered some smaller ones. No, those are sticky dimensional dots. These are a 5/8 inch one. But I'll just cut it down, like you said. Yep, typing class, ADFGG. That's why I started with the middle first. But it had a gold jewel in the center of the lock here. And I have one, and I'm going to put that on it so you'll be able to see what that looks like. For example, it goes like that in the middle of that locket. It's got a little bling in it. Thank you. I'll make it a point to visit you more. It means the world to me. I visited you and watched your videos for several years. You've been such an awesome inspiration and an awesome creator. And I sure hope that you will come back because, you know, I really love what you've done over there with your channel. And I'm trying to grow over here on mine. And make content as well. So I would love to be friends and have you come back to see me. I'm still here. I'm just watching you make this book. I'm so glad. Thank you. I just put that gold embellishment, that little thing that's in the real one. I'll show you a picture of the one that I've been looking at as a reference. It's here. This is the reference picture that I've been looking at. And it's got that little thing right there in the middle. And I just did that little thing right there in the middle as well. And so I've done a large live stream today, and this is my second one. And I want to make sure that Helen Lewis, thank you for being here. I'm going to take these scissors and cut this down so hopefully it won't ever be seen behind that lock. And then I'll put a little bit of hot glue on it, and then it'll have that Velcro closure on it, and we'll be good to go. Everybody in my live stream and my moderators are such kind people. And I hope you always feel, especially the new people that come in, the warmth and the welcome that's been here. This has been my reference picture that I've used for the top of the book. And I use these as ideas because mine is a little bit different and the coloring is different. I don't know if I tweeted or it said error. She does Dollar Tree. She is amazing. Christine, I could tell you, she's someone that I followed for a long, long time. And this is the first time she's ever come to see me. And I'm just stunned. I got so mesmerized by your talent that I forget to chat. Well, don't forget to chat. I do need to make another one if you guys ever consider it. I'm open to that because I learned a lot by making this one. I learned a lot of what to do's and what not to do's. And I'm going to cry, I think, when I have to mail it off because I've spent so much time on it. I'm like really personally attached to it now. I'm holding this down so the Velcro will stick. Nalisha, your book is way better than that picture. It's my opinion. Thank you, Helen. I'd like to think so. Oh, wow. That was a good text, you guys. Somebody feels me on this. Physically and mentally, you're 100% spot on. Um, yeah, I painted that eyeball myself with. Um, I'm so tired. I don't know up from down. I'm a Dollar Tree shopaholic crafter as well, Helen, and I got these at the Dollar Tree, and I cut it in half, and I made that eyeball. And somebody says, I have been looking for a Hocus Pocus book for years. Well, I'm your girl, and I custom make. Remember? Christine will tell you that I was going to put those snakes right here, and Christine said no, she didn't want to cover up the pretty work that I did for the skin and the stitching. The Dollar Tree has amazing stuff. They do, but some people go in the Dollar Tree and they see it one way. I go in the Dollar Tree and I see it totally another way. I see potential and I see it as other items. And so, this is the back of the book, Mel. Well, I haven't gotten a message from Rebecca yet, and as slow a crafter as I am, she needs to put her order in now. I have 2 orders and nobody has paid me yet, and one of them is my fault. I would be thrilled to know that something I made with my little hands is going to y'all's home, by the way. The Barnyard Chicken, welcome back. Mel Godoy, oh, I sent you a PM on Instagram. Girl, I didn't even check it. I didn't get it, or did I? I want to thank all you guys for coming back. Pammy, DZ, but there's no rush on checking it. I just wanted to let you know you need to let me know things. I need all the help I can get. I'm not offended. I appreciate it. I just sent it a few minutes ago. Oh, well, that's why I didn't see it, because I'm trying not to mess around on my phone while doing a live stream. It is. It's 1 in a million. I have a problem here, Christine, and I don't know if you can see it. The little head of the snake here won't lay down on the book. Let's see if I can get it in here right. The little head of the snake here, nope, I don't have it in the camera. Well, it won't lay down on the book. It's raised up a little bit. So, I'm not sure what to do. That's why I said no rush because you're busy, hon. Oh, yeah, I need all the help I can get, Mel. I appreciate it. You're helping. Yes, I'm wanting you to do that. Please. And I'm just so happy. I've got to do some varnishing right now. And I wanted to know if Christine thinks it looks more realistic with its little head lifted up a little bit like that. So I tried to glue it down and it popped right back up. So now I'm picking the glue with the needle off of its little face so it won't look dirty or nothing. I've got another page to put in it, and I'm going to put some varnish on it. But now that the hot glue has dried onto here, I'm going to see if the Velcro worked. Please pray that the Velcro worked. It does work. Not well. It doesn't work very well. In my opinion, it doesn't work very well. And I just knocked one of these fingers off of here, so apparently, Jacqueline, welcome back. Hi. I'm going to try this again just in case the glue was cold by the time I got it to the book because I was talking. We'll try and see what happens. I'm just so thrilled that my name's coming up in the recommended, you guys. And I've got fabulous crafters like Helen Lewis and the Barnyard Chicken in my chat. And it makes me feel like somebody. Wow. Can you put it at the top of the circle? It looks like more room. Well, I can, but it kind of doesn't make sense. But I'm thinking that I could put it, yeah, I'm just going to put it in both places. I went with the magnetic closure at first, but it was too tall. Maybe you can glue the magnets to the Velcro. Now they'll stick. I don't know what I did with my magnets. There they are. I think this was just a bad idea all the way around. What did I do with the E6000? And then let it dry overnight. I'm going to put a magnet right here, I think at the top. And then let it dry overnight. You're eating spaghetti with meatballs. That's wonderful, Benny. I'm so glad. This is bad. I need to pick off the hot glue first. And do a fresh start right here. So, Benny, I've got the pieces done and they're drying. And Cole Outdoors, welcome. I'm seeing a lot of new people. When you're done with the live, I sent you a message on Instagram so you know. I'm so glad, Rebecca. I was just kind of out of it because I've been live streaming all day long, and this is my second live stream. And I've never done that before. You are somebody special. I know, but you know how us women sometimes don't always feel like it. And maybe I'm having a moment or a day. So this is the way she wanted the front cover to look. And today I was making the strap that goes with it. And this is the lock that goes on top. And I just put a bit of bling on it for Christine's going to want bling. Didn't you? Didn't see you come in, Benny, sneaky. You are somebody special, and I love your artwork. Thank you, Helen. But you are too. And this was the hand I made, and I baked in the oven. And you guys, if you were here on my first live stream, you saw me make the hand. And these were the snake pieces that belong on that. So you get a washer, glue the washer down, then use one magnet so it catches the metal, less thickness. I can't do all that. I can't do that tonight. I don't have a washer. And this is going to be up a little higher. And hopefully when it sets overnight, it must be them ex-cop skills. What? I was never a cop. You could get a washer, glue the washer down, then use one magnet so it catches the metal. Got it. The hand is so adorable. I worked on that hand several times. And I made these bloody fingers on the side of the book, and on the edges of them, you can tell that they've been chopped. So I'm going to put another coat of varnish over them, and then I'm about to go to bed for the night. So, yeah, I'm not making sense. And I've been on the phone and I've been on live streams, and I'm about. Your book puts the movies book to shame. Oh, Pasha. I wouldn't say that. But I was so inspired. And just for you, Mel, and you do the best voices. So take lots of pictures for yourself, sweetie. I intend to. I really do. I've learned so much by making this book. I've learned a lot from making it. I'm going to have to prop it funny while I paint the side here. Let me see if I can find something to lean it against. And what did I do with my paint brushes? Okay. And this is the first bookbinding tutorial that I ever did. And I did the kettle stitch. And I'm going to have to move this fan so it'll quit knocking my bowl over, because I'm going to pour a little bit of water in it just to wet my brush just a little bit. I'm going to use some varnish, and I hope for Hocus Pocus 2 you make the book. I hope to do the Kathy Najimy part. I would love to audition to do her part. But because I don't have a SAG card from California, and because I've got limited acting experience, it's only in theater, I would still love to do the Kathy Najimy part. I heard she passed away. This town, she takes my breath away, and it's taking me away from my favorite YouTube creators. I, if only for a moment. Wow. Is Kathy Najimy still alive? I'd heard. Well, that's what you get for reading it on the internet. Because everything you read on the internet, it's got to be true, right? If Kathy Najimy is still alive, then I don't have a chance. I wanted to play the part of Kathy Najimy, and I also wanted to play the stepsister of. Hi, Roxy. Thank you. I wanted to play the stepsister or a friend in This Is Us TV series of Christy Metz, because I don't know if you know her or not, but I think she's awesome. I haven't acted in years, like in front of people on the stage or even on YouTube. I'm me wherever I go, right? I'm going to put Waverly matte varnish on here, and it's going on milky, but no worries, everybody. It will dry clear. I would definitely love to have an agent get headshots done and professional headshots done and go be part of the Hocus Pocus 2 movie. I've been extras in movies. I was extra in a Reese Witherspoon movie, for example, and I've done theater, stage, and play, but that was a long time ago. But I would definitely love to do the Hocus Pocus 2 movie. It's like, because I would run amok, amok, amok. She posted a tweet 3 hours ago. Catherine and Jimmy? Well, bless her heart. There goes my chances. I want to turn, though. Bette Midler, I follow her. I wish she knew about my book. Her and I have very similar opinions. I'd love to play Billy's part. Yes. Does anyone in here watch This Is Us? What movie were you in? I was in a movie called Devil's Knot with Reese Witherspoon, and I was an extra in the back by the courtroom door. I'm adjusting well. Bless my resilient me. Bless his heart. You should post a picture of your book on Twitter. I did when I first started, and I tagged her. And Bette Midler is my spirit animal. And I told you guys, I have totally loved her work. When I was 13 years old, I had access to her tapes, and I wasn't supposed to. But I was listening to her Las Vegas nightclub acts when I was very little, and I shouldn't have been understanding the jokes, but I think she explained the jokes very, very well. When she was the Divine Miss M, I would walk a country mile to go see the Divine Miss M, but I can't afford to go see the Divine Miss M. And I want to hear a Sophie joke. So I'm putting a little bit of varnish on everything the best I can tonight, as tired as I am tonight. And I'm going to let the E6000 dry. And I'm keeping the varnish off of that little bling bling there. And I'm painting that over again. might have been able to be an extra in Sharknado too. I remember the title, but I don't think I watched the movie. Devil's Knot was on Netflix after it was in the theater. Legally Blonde. The Angel Muniz variety show is here. Angel Muniz, I didn't see you. There you are. Hi, Angel. I'm putting a coat of varnish on this, and I'm praying that it will turn clear. Tell me, you guys, that it will turn clear, because it did before. I'm just putting an extra coat of varnish on it. And if you guys remember the movie, oh, you give me a craft project to do, and I just ran amok. Sharknado was a dumb movie, but I loved it. So was Joe Dirt, but I loved it too. The last one turned clear, Mel. They always turn clear, and I always worry. That's who I am. I'll worry if the sun will come up in the morning. That's who I am. Miss Nervous Lady. I'm putting a little on top because maybe it'll secure it or look like maybe a professional did it. This is the most in detail one that I have made to date. I worry about everything too. I've used this product before. It turned clear the last time. But tonight I'm using it and going, what if it doesn't clear this time? The Money Club. Welcome to my live stream. Look at the back of my book. This is Hocus Pocus. Welcome. I'm finishing it up, a project that's taken me at least 2 weeks to do. And it's from the Hocus Pocus movie. And if anybody can get Bette Midler to come over here, that would be amazing, because I would definitely be jumping up and running amok around my house. I make jokes with Benny Loco many times that Bette Midler is my spirit animal. She even named her daughter Sophie. Welcome, Money Club. Thank you for the compliment. And I want to ask if you guys have forgotten maybe to do a thumbs up. Please do it to help my channel get recommended, because I'm trying my best to get monetized now. Bette Midler rocks in, Alicia runs amok. I would. Amok. Talk about fangirling. I'd probably fall all out. I have been singing with her since the Rose, which I ended up not liking because it got too much airplay. I liked this song called The Fire Down Below in that movie better, and it's one of those that I put on my playlist that I immediately took off because I didn't want a YouTube strike. I've taken all my singing down. You have a lot of subscribers. Well, I've been working very hard on my channel for a long time, but my subscribers mostly are my friends. They come to see me every time I'm live if they can. And everybody over here is really peaceful and very sweet to each other. And we look out for each other, and we listen to each other's problems, and they pray for one another. And for the ones that don't pray, they send love and light. And you know. Whatever works, whatever works. And we're not judgmental. We don't discriminate. Nature Kathy. Hi. It's going well. I'm getting to the end of this book here, and I'm about to put it up in just a little bit. And I'm going to let that glue dry. I'm going to let everything set up. And I want it to be just perfect because I'm a perfectionist that way. And any picture that I see, it's just a suggestion. If you guys have a link to my macaroni Midler Seinfeld, gosh, yes. You sell these items? I do. I don't have a listing for this particular one on Etsy, but I do take orders. And I'm taking orders tonight. And Christmas is coming, and I think there'll be awesome gifts. I'm making all kinds of things lately. No writing at Dollar Club, at Money Club. I don't understand, Judy. He's talking to me. Is that a real book with writing on the pages? Oh, I see the comment now. There's no writing on the pages. I folded up these blank pages and I stained them to make them look really old. And they're blank pages because the lady that ordered them, that's in the chat, Money Club, wanted it to be a journal. So I folded up the pages and I made book signatures. I sewed the signatures all together and made a book block, or a text block as they call it, the Money Club. And I sewed them into the book. And so she has maybe 500 pages in here for all I know. I haven't counted them. And thank you, Nature Kathy. I'm so glad to see you. I've been seeing you over on Instagram, and I know you've been to my chat some too over in the past. But this is going to be wet no matter how I touch it. This is the back of the book, and it's got varnish all over it. And this is the hand that I made with polymer clay and the snakes and the hand. And I made it, and then I baked them. And these are the snakes as well. And I made the latch to go around the pages. I made the lock on top, and I made the snake border, and then I put fingers on the side, just like in the movie. Mama's taking orders. Funny joke. It's not funny to me, Brandy. Oh, God, and I laughed as soon as I said that. Mel and Rebecca, Brandolyn is my daughter, Brandy. And she's making funny jokes about her mama in the chat. That's one crazy looking book. Yes, it is, and it's supposed to be. There's been weeks of work that's gone into it. But anytime I make something, a lot of love goes into everything I do. I don't want anything that goes out of my hands to mess up or be a piece of crap or anything. And something ever happens to it, I'd be devastated and I'd fix it again because I'm a woman of integrity at the end of the day. But yes, it's a one crazy looking book. And I do hope that it's something that will be in her life forever and that she'll pass it down. And Brandy, if you want to drop the link to your internet radio station, do you sign it once it's done? No, but I could. The joke was, my mama said she's taking orders, but I was like, since when? I don't get it. Oh, I guess it means you can't boss my mama around or something. I'm dense tonight. I need rest. My bones are hurting. Normally, I'm laughing first and laughing the loudest and laughing the longest. But today, I'm being kind of dense. I don't mean to be. I'm sorry. But I think that's what it means. It's like, since when is my mama taking orders? Hey, I'm in U-Haul. Perhaps chat about it in Hangouts. Okay, I went to U-Haul and I bought a box of packing paper, a 250 pack. Is that a special kind of glue? What I'm using now is a matte varnish that will make it shiny but not glossy. It's a good question. It's a very good question, Money Club. I'm going to be making a lot of these books, hopefully for Christmas. Anybody that wants one? Nature Kathy, don't watch the dryer. It could make you dizzy. That's funny. Nature Kathy, I did not know you were in U-Haul, but that's where I got the paper to go in this book and so many other books that I'm going to be tea dyeing to antique the paper. The book starts at $50 and up. It depends on how much goes into them, but I'm feeling like it's going to be up because it's took me weeks to do it, and it's took me literal weeks. Message. I want a book. I know. I just haven't looked yet because I'm on a live stream and all. But I promise I'm going to be laying down in a little bit. I have been live for about 10 hours today. And I'm going to put this book aside so it can dry. And tomorrow I'm going to add one more piece of paper in the back. And it was The Peddler's Disguise. This was part of the movie. Oh, that message was for Rebecca. I get it. I'm sleepy. Baby, I'm not telling you if I did or not. I don't know, huh? I don't know. Boy, I don't want to come I don't want to come between those two. I'm for you. I don't know. I'm being silly. I'm overly tired. And well, darn. And smart. Yeah. It's a surprise, she says. It's a surprise. I'm just being silly with my words. I can talk. I really can. Streaming 80s tunes. Okay, I want to tell you about the link that Brandy just dropped. It's an internet radio station, and I'd appreciate it if you go over there and listen to my daughter's radio station. She's an internet DJ. Her and her friend run it. They have 80s tunes. They have all kinds of tunes. You love the fun pages. The pages were easy to stain, they're easy to dye, and they're going to be easy to write on. But I'm going to leave this set up to dry tonight, and hopefully it won't be tacky in the morning, and I'll see what to do with it when I check on it tomorrow. And I should probably put this brush in some water so it doesn't get all sticky and everything. Wash it out. so I can use it again. I was looking for some music to listen to while gaming tonight. I would appreciate it. I don't know if putting voting for my daughter Brandy would help her come up in the recommended of. Oh gosh, something just fell again. Spell pages. Sorry. Love the fun pages. Love the spell pages. Okay, I get it now. I was slow. She loves 80s music. She streams 80s music tonight on the radio station. If there's any 80s music fans, you can request and I'll play whatever y'all want to hear. Mail, my radio station streams 24/7 as long as my internet plays along. She doesn't have good internet, but she does her best. So that would be great if you wanted something to listen to while you're gaming. It would bless my heart if you could support another creation that came from me, which is one of my children. I gotta check on the puppy and my father-in-law. Be right back. I totally understand. I totally understand. I'm gonna put that paintbrush over here to dry, and I'm putting that. And Brandy, explain again what it did when everybody ran over there and voted for you today. What does it do for your channel? Because I don't know things. So, but she's following her dream. See, she's always wanted to be a DJ, and now she does it on the internet. But you guys, I'm going to just talk for a minute and sit here and enjoy the chat. And I'm going to go for about 2 hours, and then I'm going to leave. It's 1:42, so I guess I've got maybe 18 more minutes. There is James the sharpshooter. James, I finished putting the things on the book. You know, it shows that I've got 13 people in the chat, and I had 20 earlier. So folks are leaving by the numbers. They're leaving by the score. Thank you so much for sharing your talent with us. Get some rest, sweetie. I sure am going to. I've had a long day, Miss Helen. I sure have. It's been a fun day. It's been a fun crafting day. I've been working on this for a couple of weeks, and I'm so glad to have the bulk of it finished. The new owner, that is the wave of the future. Internet, you're doing good, Brandy. You see 15 in the chat? Yes, I'm going toward, when I hit my 2-hour mark here, I'm going to end the live stream. It means I've done 10 hours today. I'm going to try to work on my thumbnails and get them fixed for these 2 videos today. I'm going to move the book around a little bit so you can see it. It has varnish on it. Yes, you've been up all day, and I normally don't, and I physically can't. And I want to go tomorrow, too, for Halloween. So, I've got these fingers here on the side. The sharpshooter. Love you, brother, for all you do. He is awesome. We all love James the sharpshooter. And thank you all for being here. I love each and every one of you for being here. James, you were here earlier when I was working on the hand, I think. And Benny Loco was calling it my pimp hand for some reason. Lord have mercy, bless her heart, the way she thinks, though. And this was the hand I made and the wrist. And then I put the hinges on it, and this is the strap that goes around the pages, and then it has another hinge right there. And that's the lock and the jewel that was on it. And those were the snakes that I made. So I wanted to make it just like what I saw in the movie. But the reason it looks kind of funky right now is because I have varnish drying on it. It's not going to look like this when it dries. It'll be clear. And I hope Christina will have this the rest of her life, and it'd be something that she feels like sharing with her, you know, her descendants. She likes the way Benny thinks. We all like the way Benny thinks. That's why we keep Benny around. Benny, thank you for being here. I hope you're still listening in the background and enjoying a good old spaghetti dinner. I'm going to have to learn how to do this live stream on YouTube while I DJ because I think it would be so much fun. You can't. YouTube will take your channel away, Brandy. They do not allow you to play any music on YouTube. They'll take your music away. I love the little bling too. You do? I thought you would. I know that you like bling, but the little bling was in the movie. And so I wanted to keep it close to authentic as possible. And I happen to have, I happen to already have it in my craft supplies. So why not go ahead and use it? I had it laying on my desk this whole time. I had gotten it, well, it says it's on clearance, but I can't read it. I'm so tired, I can't hardly see straight. I can't read. I keep rubbing my eyeballs. Oh, Brandon, yes, that would be fun. When doing interviews, though, when doing interviews, it would be fun. And I can show you how. But if you are streaming music, you can't do that without having license to play their music. You will get copyright strikes and they'll take your channel down after the third song. So that would be so much fun. But if you're going to interview somebody and go up live, you can, but you cannot play music. Unless it's copyright-free music, of course. Ask me how I know. I sung the song, and I got a copyright strike, and it's going to take 3 months to go away. If you DJ copyright-free music, then you can play it. But she doesn't. She plays music that we all know and love. I would not be streaming directly, only talking and sharing my radio link. That's fine. If you're talking and sharing your radio link or you're even interviewing somebody, that's fine. But I know that I was just explaining, you play music that we all know and love and jam and dance to. Because, you know, Mama sang the music into you. I've been singing to her since before she was born. But if you can figure out how to DJ copyright music, you'd be okay. Copyright free music. I cannot talk. You can talk about the latest news about popular musicians, and that would be cool. And you would get a lot of followers that way too, Brandy. And I would definitely promote the crap out of your channel. So it's like album releases and concerts, etc. See, she's got amazing ideas. Those are great, Mel. Thank you. And Brandy's got big ideas too, so. Sharpshooter, thank you for being here. So I'm going to have to learn to do this live. Yeah, I was just reading again. I appreciate you helping one of my own because I never had any ugly children, and I try to make everything that I ever make come out pretty. So she's one of my creations. I use Sam Broadcaster to stream through Caster FM. That includes a streaming license to stream music. I had a dream of being a radio DJ, but I never pursued it, so I'll keep it up, Brenda. So keep it up. She's wanted to do it since she was little. She's wanted to do it since she was in junior high. She loves music so much. So, Mel, it's never too late to follow your dream. You can do it too. And I'll promote the crap out of her channel. You know I would. When I was a kid, I used to record my voice and pretend I was a radio DJ. So did I. I would sit there and read the CNN news, the line that goes under the bottom of the news while the people are talking, and I would mute the TV, but I would record myself reading the news down along the bottom of it, and I would listen to it. I'm looking into it. I think it would be fun. It sounds like it would be fun. I've got some stuff I want to show you guys tomorrow. I have some Halloween jewelry and things in earrings and bracelets and things. I've got some things right now that I made. I used to make up stories about my cat and record it on cassette. That is cute. Mel, that is just too cute. See if you can get licensed, Brandy. I don't know what kind of test she needs to take to get legally licensed, but she's good at what she does and she has passion for it. And I'm proud of her. And I think it's pretty darn epic. And, you know, she wants to do something out of it. I'll help whatever way I can. I do not know a whole lot, but I know how to run my mouth and talk about it. I'm trying to get down some of the bracelets that I made. The program she used is already licensed, but she meant you getting licensed to qualify as a DJ, I think. I mean, I know you are a DJ, but a licensed programmer. She is licensed. I'm talking out of my head, apparently. I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm sleep deprived. Okay. This goes this way, I think. Well, my question was, does anybody like jewelry? Does anybody like owls? I made a bracelet, and it's got an owl charm hanging on it, and it's got this kind of hook, and it's got fall colored beads, and it has a brownish copper colored chain that goes right in the middle. And let's see. And then I've got this little owl. I don't know if you can see him. Well, Judy, that would be too expensive. You have to you can't buy a license to play music on YouTube. That's not how it works. They just have their policy where they say you can't do it, period. Okay. And then I've got these 3 matching ones. And then I've got, I forget what kind of gems these are. I remember one was jasper, and I forgot what stone this is. But these are 3 in 1, and they go on a person's arm like this, and it has this kind of closure on it. And it goes through there, and it goes through here. This brown one goes in the middle. I swear it does. I'm just not holding it right, and it's been on my bracelet thing for a minute now. So this is brown jasper and something else, and M is a gem is the one that told me what they were, and I don't remember, but it is on my Etsy shop, and it's not very heavy at all. And I did make that, and these are supposed to be protection stones. And I made another one that's just, it's blue, and I put beads on all of these, and I can't even see it at the moment. I made these little charms. This is just a chunky bracelet, okay, that's got a lot of charms on it. You can see it like that. And it hangs like this. Nope, it wasn't turquoise. I would have remembered that. That's one of my go-to stones. And I made one for people that are Georgia Bulldog fans, but I could take the charm off if I needed to. That has the Bulldogs on it. And this one, of course, hasn't sold. And I've made tons of others. I've got buckets of things that I made. I've made this one and this one, green crackle glass, and it has black in it. And I've made these. That's green as well. I made these. It's bluer, and it has the crackle glass in it too. How long for the varnish to dry? I'm going to let it dry for 24 hours, as well as the E6000. And here's a bunch more bracelets that I made. And I've got tons of earrings and stuff that I made too. And I like this. The light catches that everywhere you turn it. This is just beautiful. I did make something with the skull beads, and I did put them up, and I ordered more skull beads, and I have them in a bag sitting over here, and I have not had time to make any more. But I know people like to wear that, so I have tons of these for Georgia fans. They're red and black, or maybe Alabama fans. I've got a bunch of earrings and stuff, and I can't even coordinate myself. I was sent these to send. I don't want to offend anybody if you're not, but if people are 420 or smoker friendly, I've got these for sale, and I got these just, people who use cannabis for medicine, and I sell it because I need to earn a living too, and making crafts is my business, and I'm not ashamed to make jewelry and sell it at all. and make anything that I can and try to sell it because, oh, the ones you made sold with the skulls? No, they didn't. The bracelets with the skulls, I still have them, and they're in a drawer in the bathroom because I wore them on my live stream one day, and I didn't come back in here to put them up. I put them in a drawer in my half bath. So you may. Okay, Brandy, I'm not music legal savvy, so sure you and Mom know about that stuff. She knows more about it than me, but I know what you can and can't do on YouTube. And because I've got a serious smackdown as a singer for what I can and cannot do on YouTube. They said, no, do not ever sing again as long as you bloody live. Stop it. You're killing our ears, and we will banish you from the YouTube planet forever. And I'm like, no, don't banish me from the YouTube planet forever. I want to stay. I want to stay. I'll be good. So they said, okay, but you're on probation for 3 months. Don't do it again. Your third strike and you're out. So I've got 1 strike already, and I'm trying to get monetized. How is that? So I'm trying to be a good girl. And this isn't all the bracelets that I've done. That was just what was on my table. I've got boxes and boxes of things that I've made. I do all kinds of crafts. It's just that I've been doing this one for a while, and I'm okay with that. I'm not complaining. I learned so much by getting to do it. I do have the skull bracelets. Christina, if you're interested in those, let me know. I also have more skulls to make a bracelet with, to make more bracelets with. Oh, you got to bring them back. 'Tis the season, the Day of the Dead, till November the 2nd. Oh, yes, and I'm going to be doing, Day of the Dead skulls and Halloween stuff. And I liked your sea turtle ones. Thank you, Judy. That was a lot of fun to make, and a sweet lady that I knew bought it. Is that a set, Alicia? Which ones, Helen? The chat is far behind whatever I did. So by the time I read your comments, I've moved well beyond it. And so I make sets. I make bracelet sets, and I make earrings, and I do wire wrapping, and I make journals, and I sew and cross stitch and make rugs and make paper and tea style paper. I love doing paper crafts, by the way, and I just love making anything. The black and clear beaded ones. Okay. Yes, they are. The black and clear beaded ones, they are a set. I can hold them up again. I'm so sorry because I'm really, like I said, I'm sleep deprived, and I'm going to go rest here in a minute. I've got several to choose from that are the black and clear beaded ones. I have 2 that are alike, and this almost looks like a crystal ball right here. And it could be a set because I've got smaller ones, that you could pair with them to make a set of 3. Like put one of the large ones in the middle and the 2 smaller ones on the outside, and make stackables, because stackable bracelets are trending right now. And then here's another one, that might be cute and pretty. And I made with smaller beads and the bead spacers. Here are the little green ones that I did as a set. Now that I'm putting them together, I don't think they go together as a set too much because of the black in there. They kind of reminded me of Cruella de Vil with the Dalmatian colors. Oh, thank you, Mel. I think Cruella de Vil. Look at this one, though, with the blue in it. And it's crackled glass. I don't know if the camera picks it up or not. You guys, I'm getting super, super tired. And I'm going to have to end the stream and go to bed. And I'm going to let this stuff dry. I love Disney. They can be Disney bracelets. I can make Disney bracelets too. The Disney merch. But they definitely could be Disney bracelets. If you see Cruella de Vil, then they're Cruella de Vil bracelets. That's what they are. But I don't wear much jewelry or makeup or anything like that. But I do love to make anything at all with my hands. And this is my business. And, and YouTube is my whole life now because my friends live in my computer. And anything you ever see, if Pinterest is your friend, shoot me a picture. I can copy it. Don't go to one of those big, expensive crafting people. Go to me. I'm a crafting person. I'm going to put this strip of orange bling back in this package because if I get the opportunity to make another Hocus Pocus spell book someday, which I am going to need to take a break from this one because I don't want to get burned out and I have other things to do. I want to be able to use the bling. So, putting the bling back up. Jan's Life, you're coming in just as I'm ending my stream. Can you do a tutorial on a quilt one day? It would take a long time to do quilt making tutorials. There are some channels on YouTube that's exclusively for that topic, and they answer any questions. And as you see, I have obsessive compulsive disorder. When I start something, I cannot get up and I cannot stop until the project's done, or I fall over and collapse, whichever comes first, because I don't have the sense sometimes that God gave a goose. I'll sit here and sit here and sit here and sit here. Do you know how to make blankets out of t-shirts? I haven't done one, but it's a pretty easy technique. So happy you're being good to Dream Walking Angel. Helen Lewis is a hero of mine, DZ. I've been watching her for a while, and now I'm trying not to fangirl that she come to my chat. It's funny. These are just jewelry that I was making when I was first starting. So they're not as epic as some that I've got in boxes over here. It's just what was sitting on my table. And now I'm putting it back on the bracelet stand. And that's a pretty one, if you can see it. These are pretty. I'm not going to put them down or anything. That's not the way I meant it. When I get tired, I can be pretty. Can I see your book so far? Yes, ma'am, you can. If I can touch it. I've got varnish on it and it's drying and I don't really want to mess it up. But I did finish the book tonight except for adding a couple of spell pages in it after it dries. It's done. I was going to add that spell page in it after it dried and I am finished. But this is the front of it. And it has a magnetic closure at the top and it's got Velcro right here. And I've got a rhinestone on it. and I've got the strap in the middle. There's a hinge here, and there's a hinge right here. And on the back, I've got the creepy hand, and I've got the two snakes. And on the side, I've got the amputated fingers that hold the book. And on the inside, you know, I've got the pages that I sewed together. It does look like the eye moves when the light hits it. It really does. And it's supposed to. I used a product called Triple Thick, and I gave it several coats of glaze so it would look like that. And right now I covered it in varnish because I wanted a matte coat on top of that. I'm going to let it dry. Mel, did you see that? Helen, did you see that? Did anybody besides Mel see that eye move? Because I invented this eye, you guys. How could it move? It's like magic. And so these fingers look like the fingernails have been pulled off of them, and they look bloody and gory on the back because they've been chopped off. It reminds me of those plastic eyeballs that you shake in the eye rolls. You're a trooper for what you've done tonight. All those hours of love. She's a friend and she's also a customer, and I believe that I want her to feel like she's definitely got her money's worth, and I want her to feel that she can trust my hands to create and deliver what she had in her mind, what she dreamed and what she wanted. And a little bit of me wants her to feel like she got more than what she could dream of. And you're welcome, Helen. Thank you for being here, girl. Ma'am, lady. You put love into it. From cooking to my children to my friends. Yes, I do, Mel. Yeah, but they usually go too fast. Maybe find one going slower. Well, no, we're satisfied with it, Judy. But this is the eyeball I painted. And one last thing, Christine, the one in the movie had a little bit of eyelashes, but I honestly feel like it's complete and it's done. Once I put a spell page in it tomorrow, after that, honey, it's yours. That's why you're so talented. You put love into it. Did I just read that twice? I may have. I'm losing my mind. I want her to be happy. I want her to feel like she got what she wanted. I'm talking about Christina. I want Christina to feel like she got what she paid for, what she wanted. And I want her to feel like she got more than what she bargained for, and I mean that in a good way. Because as I was told one time, a long time ago, a little bit of me goes a long way. I do because I got love and sweat. No blood though, so we okay. No, I almost bled. I stuck the needle in my finger, and you guys can see that picture over on Instagram. There's a dot right here, so you can see that I took that needle. I still have a mark there, and I stuck it that deep into my finger. Is that mark still there? I've not healed from it. But I was sewing this book, and I thought for sure I was going to bleed like a stuck pig, but I didn't. And I just pulled it out and grabbed a paper towel and held it pressure. I saw it earlier. I asked, did that eyeball just move? Oh, I thought Mel asked that. No, the eyeball didn't move, but that's a compliment to the artist. It really is high praise. Thank you. Because I hand painted that from a tennis ball, Helen. So you and Mel both thought that this eyeball can kind of move, but it doesn't. It just looks that way, which makes it even more cool. It I put a plastic bag around it. Well, I'm not going to do that right now because it's sticky tacky and it's got varnish drying on it. And that would be a disaster. I'm not putting anything near it. And that's another reason why I've got it setting up, because there's varnish on this side and varnish on that side and varnish right here. And I'm going to set it up and let the air work with the glue and the varnish and everything like that. And I'm going to take the page. The Barnyard Chicken emailed me this page so I could put it in the book, because I was having trouble with my publisher on the computer and a few things like that. So yeah. So I am so glad to have you guys here. It has made my absolute day. I mean, and now it's nighttime. It's 11 p.m. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to lay down. I'm going to check my messages while I'm in the bed. Sorry, I'm still on the phone. It's okay, Benny Loco. I'm about to end my live stream and go to bed. I've done 10 hours today. I haven't hit 12 yet, but I seen her do that eye. It's a pleasure seeing it almost done. I'm finished, Jan's life. I'm finished. I just have a piece of paper to put in it. She loves the special pages. Awesome. I'm going to put the special page into the back page here because I've got the one on the front cover and the one in the back page to make it kind of balanced, and then everything else in between is stuff that you can write in. I'm not going to you meant the quilt videos. There is a lot of YouTube channels where it's exclusively devoted to quilt making. And I have made quilts before, but it's been 30 years since I've made one. And so I wouldn't be the best teacher. I'd need a refresher course before I'd start explaining to anybody else. But yes, I've made plenty of them. And but there's lots and lots of YouTubers whose channel is exclusively quilting tutorials that would be far better to explain that than me. My daughter Brandy wants me to do some crocheting tutorials and I thought about that as well, to do that maybe once a week. But I've enjoyed making the creepy stuff so much, like my Pennywise wreath. I put that up on my Instagram and up on Twitter too. And someone was going to buy that second one and she wasn't able to. So if you're interested in the Pennywise wreath that I did in a video before, please hit me up on social media because it's finished and it's ready to go. And even though tomorrow's Halloween and you won't need to use it again for a whole other year, put it in a wreath box. You'll have it there for next year for Halloween season. And I hope one of you chooses to buy it so I don't end up, I don't mean to say stuck with it, but it would be kind of sad if I went to all of that work, because it takes about 10 hours to make just one. So, You were so embarrassed once you cut yourself on a live. That's one of my worst fears, Helen. One night I was crafting on a live, and I had just got started crafting on this channel, Helen. I hope you didn't need stitches, and I hope it wasn't too bad. But that night, for some reason or the other, I don't know if I was nervous or what was going on, I burned myself on the glue gun so many times. And James the sharpshooter will remember this. The sharpshooter, the mod god, that people in my chat started counting. We stopped counting, I think, when I got up to 17. The wreath, my friend may want that. That wreath is $35. And it's available. It's ready to go now. And even if tomorrow is Halloween, and you've been so patient, Christine, you've not one time jumped on me and told me to go faster, because I can't go faster. James, yes, he was like, how many times is she going to burn herself? But I did it over and over and over again that night. But that night I was crafting because I had a lot of stress in my personal life, and boy, was it showing up in my real life. Okay, ask her tomorrow. Thank you so much, Christina. I really do need. I haven't marketed any of my stuff for the last few weeks. My sales have slowed down to a crawl. And if I was dependent on me to pay the bills, we would be homeless tomorrow. So I'm trying to get this to take off because it is a business. And not only that, I enjoy it. And it's art therapy, and it helps me. Yes, James the sharpshooter was one of the people that was in my chat that night that was being naughty, and he was counting every time I burned myself with the glue gun. The blue gun. The barnyard chicken. Hi. She's still here. She's back, but I'm so sleepy. I'm delirious. So I'm just about to end the live stream. Lisa, I'm finished with the book. I'm just letting the varnish dry. The blue gun. That's right. Smurf gun. That's like the peppermint candy I said that one night. I never rush artists because the creative juice is what is I make crafts, so I know. That's right. You were so good and so kind and so respectful, Christine. And I just want to let everybody know that. And I did the best I could. I had some health issues during this where I ended up sleeping a lot. Not because I was depressed, but because I was ill. And I will need to rest tomorrow. But I hope I feel good so I can get up and do some awesome live streams. And if it can't be during the daytime, it will be in the night because I want to celebrate Halloween too. I'm not going out anywhere. I've gone 30 minutes past what I wanted to almost. I can't even take a drink of my water because I accidentally put a paintbrush in my drink water. Has anybody ever accidentally put paintbrush in their drink water or drank the paint water accidentally? Please put a 1 in the chat. I'm sorry you had so much trouble with your internet today, Brandy, but I am about to bless your heart. The book looks amazing. Thank you, Rebecca. I put my heart and soul into whatever I do because a little piece of me is going to be left on this planet when I go on. And I want you guys to have something that's going to last and last. Even though it's creepy, I had fun. And I had fun with all of you. And it would have been boring and it would have been stressful to make this alone. But you guys made it what it was. I put a cigarette in my coffee. Oh, I was mad. I would have been. That's funny. I used to paint a lot. And I have been known to drop my paintbrush in what I'm drinking or pick up the paint water and take a big swig without paying attention. And I'd spit it out faster than I tried to drink it. Believe me of that. I just really, really am a silly person. So please keep watching for more silliness. Please keep watching for more crafts. Tell your friends about me. Tell your friends about my channel. Recommend me if you can. Like I said, I'm trying to get monetized because it's going to help me financially here. And God knows I need that. And I'll get this little spot of glue off the spine here. That don't belong. Get off of there. Get off of there. I'll get it loose. So, I'm talking to inanimate objects. You know I've lost it or it's been gone for a long, long time. Thank you guys for getting her radio station for me too. And I hope that y'all will shout me out when you're talking to people or you're on your channels. You'll remember me as that crazy crafting lady who goes live, does epic long live streams. She doesn't know when to stop talking. And I'm going to just bring the camera down so you get a closer view of it, I think, if I can, and turn it toward the book. That might be too low. I don't know. I've worked for weeks on it, Brandy. I've worked my tail off, Brandy, on this book. And for anybody that ever wants one, you'll get just as much devotion and attention as this customer did, who was my friend, but is also my customer. And she's in the chat. Her name is Christina, and she goes by Christina and Son Ghost Squad. And she said earlier, she said as soon as she saw me paint this eyeball, she knew right away that she wanted one. How do I get this back into the camera? There are so many amazing channels in here tonight. It's been so enjoyable. Thanks for your hard work and dedication. Thank you for your loyalty, DZ, and coming to see me. I try to work my tail off, but it never goes away, and it won't. I gave you a lot of that detail, and your mama is all about that bass, no treble. But I got all the right junk in all the right places. So, I'm bringing sexy back. That song offended so many people. It's so silly. It's a song. Get over it. I'm not trying to give you guys the finger. I was just showing you that I made it look like the fingernails were ripped off. And do you make any kinds of crafts, Brandy? Sherry. Thank you for being here, Sherry. And Sherry, I was about to leave this live stream tonight. And Christine, did I get the placement the way that you requested with these on the back? I believe this is what you said, that you wanted them on the back so that the front would show the hard work that I did. But that looks like it hurt a lot. That's the way I wanted it to look, like it was pretty painful. Silliness is fun, YouTube channels, if it's clean, and yours is. Well, sometimes mine's not squeaking clean. You know, we make off-color jokes. You know. We do get funny in here. But as for now, the book is finished. And these are the creepy pages. This is the supposed to be the leather part with the hinge on it. And this was the hand you watched me make today. And the wrist. And I colored those today. Mission completed. Thank you, James. Funny haha or funny peculiar? Nah. Benny, these are the ends of the fingers where somebody chopped them off. And these are the tops of the fingers, Benny. And I've got varnish drying on it. And I've got glue drying on it. And I'm just handling it away. But now Christina knows how much I care. And I put care and detail and attention into stuff. And this looks like it really hurt to get sewed together. Sharpshooter paid a nice. You're also into graphic design there, which is something it looks so good, Dream. All that handling, all the more love. I've got Velcro here, and I've got a magnetic closure in the top, so when she peels it open, it's just going to snap right back when she needs it to, and this will fall open so she can use the book. She wants to write in the book. It's plain pages on the inside. There's no text at all. So I'm going to set it here. I'm going to bring that camera down a little bit. And I wanted to end that live stream with that eyeball looking at you. I thought, but I would love for you to be able to see the book in its entirety. Straight on, forward. But I'm just not going to be able to work it, I guess. I can't figure stuff out right now at the moment. That'd be good if I could hold it just like that. I think that'd be fine. Just like this, girl. Just hold still. Hold it still, child. Let's see. Ooh, child. Things are gonna get easier. Turn it sideways. I'm so sleepy, Lisa. I've been awake for far too long. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. I'm sorry I got quiet. I think I just literally hit a wall. You can open the book up, but the I've got E6000 in there drying, and I don't want to risk opening it right now. And so it does open, it does close. There's a, like I said, there's a hinge in here, and there's a hinge in here. So we'll flop back and it will fold, and it does open. It's not completely shut. It is a functional book. It's a plain journal to be written in. And I'm trying to figure out how to do live streaming suddenly. And I wanted to tell you guys good night. It's been a long day, and you've really made the making of this book doable because of your company. I would have had a lot of stress figuring things out without you. I just don't know how to put this book to end the live stream. I guess right there we'll have to do. Let me turn it sideways to end the live stream right there. And I wanted to say good night. Thank you to everybody that's been here. Thank you, Brandy, for coming over. Thank you, James the Sharpshooter, for dropping links. And thank you, DZ, for being here. And everybody else, if I start naming names, I'm going to forget somebody. But it's been very awesome being here. And I'm going to go to sleep. And I hope that Christine is over the moon about this book. And I hope she loves it. Good night, everybody in the chat. And good night, Sherry. I know that you came in just as I was about to leave. Good night, Lisa the Barnyard Chicken. Good night, Brandy. Everyone go away by Hall and Oates. Every time you go away by Hall and Oates is playing. That's funny. Have a great night, everybody. Stay encouraged. You can do anything if you put your mind to it. I never made a book like this, and look what you can do if you challenge yourself. So I'll see you on the next live, and happy Halloween in advance. And good night for now, and sweet dreams.